Hit that like, bro, and subscribe, yo. You know, show your mastery in the blockchain game. Show yo.
Here we go. Hi, everyone. Please let me know if everything works. Let's welcome Goldsmith. Here he is, the big
Nick,
boss. Hi, how you doing, big
Nick,
boss?
hello. Am I live, Nick?
You are live. I hear very
Fantastic.
good.
Great to
Yes,
be here. Thank you
cool.
so much for inviting me on your show.
It's our pleasure. It's having you in here. I mean, maybe the new people don't know, but you are like the OG YouTuber, OG community member, the OG guys. You
There,
will
there
get
was a
to
t-
know him.
there was a time I was the last generation. You're the new generation of YouTuber, and you're doing a far better job at it. So thank you
I
very much
Come
on
on,
behalf of all.
come on. Let me put a bit of the usual music underneath, and let's start. Hopefully, the volumes. It's my weakness. I hope that the levels are all good. 10 years younger than last time. Tiki says that you look younger.
I look younger, Tiki. Oh, mate, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me, quite frankly. But thank you. Nick and I were talking earlier. So I think when I started doing the Soccerverse videos was 5 years ago now for the original beta tests. And I'll tell you what, it's been worth the wait. Absolutely. The new Soccerverse, what's been launched, is just fantastic in more ways than one. And I think we should go into that, Nick,
Of
in
course,
this
of course. I'm
interview.
very curious to know what do you think about Soccerverse. But first, we're gonna speak just a little general question about who you are, what you do, what is in your mind right now, etc., so that people knows you as a person, and then we
Yeah.
will go into a little bit of your passions about your Web3 career, let's say it like that, and your soccer
Yeah.
your relationship with soccer, etc. And then we will move into the hot questions of Soccerverse today. And because you have to know, probably you know already, but Goldsmith is the lead, let's say the captain or the big boss of GeForce team.
Yeah.
Um,
And what a team we are.
a crazy good
Winning
team,
a number of different divisions.
Exactly. We're gonna go into each one. We're gonna have a look. I'm gonna share. I'm gonna go look at Rasputin and Mr. X and my favorite Aussie. You did a good job.
She's gorgeous, eh? Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're pretty good with.
All right. Well, there was a lot of questions there, Nick. So let me just
No,
go
that's just
through
the
them.
summary.
So
Just as the summary. Just the
the
summary.
summary. Yeah, of course.
I know you're so
So I'm
you're
an
so
accounting
pumped,
background with a
Give me 1 second. You're
an
so pumped.
accounting back.
You cannot stop. You're so pumped.
You've got me pumped, Nick.
Even in the summary, you want are ready to answer the question. It's amazing. So let's jump right now.
Oh,
Tell us who you
jump
are,
right
what
in.
you do, etc.
Okay, Nick. I'm an accounting background, basically an accountant. I spend some of my time in Sydney, some of my time in the Central West, which is where I live. As you know from some of your live streams, we do have a hobby farm with plenty of animals running around, so there's a bit of looking after the animals. But what do I like doing outside of those real-world activities? Well, I guess it's blockchain, cryptocurrency, Web3, and Soccerverses, which brings us here today. So I discovered Xaya back when it was first launched, really. And I like the concept of Web3 blockchain gaming. Now, it's one of these things that you've mentioned in your streams before about how long it takes to develop games and other types of software. Well, we've seen it. It's taken quite some time, but it's been well worth the wait. Like I said, what they've been able to produce from the original beta test on Soccermanager Elite to the Soccerverse we're seeing now is just an enormous, remarkable improvement, step up. And it's really a quality that could take blockchain gaming to the entire world. So,
Cool.
exciting times ahead.
Yes, great, great. So
Now, does
basically,
that
you are an
answer all the
ICO?
questions?
Yes, yes. No, no. Just
Say again. Yep.
just follow up. You are an ICO participant. You started very early with Xaya, or you find out Soccer
Yeah.
Manager Elite or Xaya before? Which one?
Okay, so Xaya first,
Oh.
but Soccer Manager Elite was always on the cards with Xaya.
Uh-huh.
Now, Xaya, if you go back, Xaya was started its days as Chimera, and then they had a rebranding to Xaya, and so I've followed the progress all that time. I was involved in the Torian beta testing, and also did some the YouTube videos on Torian as well. Torian is going to be such a great game as well. But me personally, like I love games, have my whole life, especially strategy-based games. And to me, Soccerverse has the lot, and it's a turn-based game, which is my preference, like chess, say, or Monopoly, another one of my favourites. But Torian's real time, and so you've got to have that time to be able to commit to it. But yeah, I'm just loving what I'm seeing with Soccerverse.
Nice, nice. So basically, what else do you play? Do you also play any other? You're pretty big in Soccerverse. We know that you're pretty huge player in Soccerverse. Are you also an important player in something else in the Web3 space?
Not the Web3 space. The only game I've come across that has enormous worldwide potential is Soccerverse, in my opinion.
That's what we
So
like
now,
to hear.
that's the way I see it. Now, some might call me a little bit biased because I've followed the progress of Xaya for so long. But like I said, what I'm seeing now is it's awesome.
The perfect place for you to be biased, You're speaking with me that I'm the most biased person, the perma-bull of Xaya and Soccerverse forever. So me and you in this stream, we can convince even the Pope to play Soccerverse. Next one in the show, the Pope.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if we should be talking about the Pope at the moment.
Well, you're right. He's not very
He's
well.
very, very sick man. Very sick,
well.
yes.
Yes,
I don't think he'd want to be playing Soccerverse.
No. But maybe, some other friends. He has a lot of friends. Let's say.
He does.
Cool.
We're
Hello,
at least
Manolito.
promoted in the Vatican.
Yes. Hello, Manolito. Hello, ZexV69. And please tell me another thing. So what is your relationship with soccer? So I know you like turn-based games, but what about soccer? Do you follow it, or because in Australia, people like cricket, rugby, they call it footy, but come on.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to have to be open, honest, brutally honest with you here, Nick. No, I don't follow soccer at all.
Nice.
But it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Soccerverse just has all the other attributes of a great game. And it doesn't matter if it's Soccerverse or if it's Rugbyverse or NFLverse or Basketballverse. As long as they're using Soccerverse coin, I don't care.
That's so good.
So there, I've given the Xaya team some ideas for expansion in the future.
Interesting. This is amazing because we have people that they are 110% into soccer, like Hamburglar and Manolito, that are OGs in here. And then they're doing good. And then there is you that you are not too much into soccer, but you are fully into Soccerverse. And this already is a bullish sign of how Soccerverse is versatile. It appeals to soccer people and to non-soccer people as well, like you. Because if there is you, there can be other people like you joining and doing it. Cool.
Oh, there'll be plenty. I think there'll be lots of different reasons that people join a game like Soccerverse, for sure. And so for some, like, it will be all about, I know all the players around the world, so I'm going to be a scout and I'm going to buy into these players. And for others like me, well, it's about the whole investment game side of things and growing that portfolio of influence. Now, initially, I thought I might try and do some of the player agent sort of side of things, but then I've seen how good some of these characters are within the game at picking out these the stars throughout the real world soccer, and I realised, no, I can't do that. I need to just stick with the buying club influence.
Yes,
So
that's
that's
exactly.
all I do.
You just answered a question that Kev 2022 said live. Said basically, how do you do your scouting having no idea of football? And you just replied that,
Yeah.
well, you don't do it.
For me, it's not like, don't get like, I just want to make it build up my influence effectively, and at this point, club influence, and maybe in the future get into the player influence. And this sort of leads us on, Nick, to the tokenomics of the game. And that's part of the beauty of the game for me. So you've got 5,000. Sorry, mate.
No.
Did I interrupt?
No. You go on. Sorry, I just had an idea. I will tell after.
Okay. So I was just about to say, with the tokenomics of the game, you've got 5,300 clubs. Now, they're effectively perpetuities, meaning you invest in a club and you've created an income stream for life. Those perpetuities are minting Soccerverse coin. That Soccerverse coin then needs to be burned somehow. And the team, they've done a brilliant job of working out how to actually burn the coin to reduce inflation. So there's 140, I think they've now said 145,000 annuities, effectively, which are the players themselves. And any Soccerverse coin that is minted by the perpetuities is then often used to buy these annuities, where it's completely burned. So it's really maintaining that, or keeping that level of Soccerverse coin down. And that's brilliant. And then there's the other, as players get transferred, 5% of the transfer fee is being burned as well. So it's not often you come across a blockchain ecosystem that is so effective in the burning of their tokens.
And they're not done yet. Actually, the fundraising option is going to be open very soon. I just spoke with Andy Gore this morning, guys, by the way. Tomorrow, actually, you're in Europe. If you're watching from Europe, it's tonight. For us, Aussie, on the other side of the world, is tomorrow. But in the live stream show that is going to be at 8 p.m. UK time, Saturday, so maybe today for you, I'm going to talk to show you an exclusive document that Andy Gore just gave me this morning, where there are all the percentages of the bonuses, goal bonuses. How do they calculate the goal bonus for each player, or the assist player, or the clean sheet players? There is a lot of new information that I'm going to share tomorrow exclusively on the channel, so don't miss it. And Goldsmith, if you're pretty keen on tokenomics, if you want to join.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I'll be there for sure. Wouldn't miss it for the world, Nick.
Okay. No. I mean, if you want, like, you can join you as a guest like today.
Oh, no, I won't be set up for that. And I've got animals to feed, man.
My God. We want to see the animals.
Your viewers, your fans, and the other pioneers of Soccerverse and blockchain gaming, I think will be sick of me at the end of this hour, mate. So
no, I don't think
I'll leave you to do your wonderful live stream tomorrow.
Okay, no problem.
And I'll watch.
And I was thinking about fundraising. So there is going to be this fundraising option very soon will be open, and will allow people to inject even more and burn even more SVC, because you're gonna be able to basically dilute the influence of that club, increasing by 10%, if I'm not mistaken, 10 or 5%. The total influence of this club. So it's not going to be 1 million anymore if you decide that you need more money to buy better player in your 5th division team because you want to scale up. there is going to be an option. So burning will also increase a lot, and also demand for SVC will increase a lot. So I'm very, very, very curious to see how this will go. But
Interesting. I look forward to seeing the document.
yes, okay, cool. And then nothing. I wanted to know a little bit more about your expectation, because you are an OG. You saw the drafts, basically the first version of Soccer Manager Elite 5 years ago.
Yeah. Yes.
And you see it now.
Look, it's improved out of sight.
Mhm.
So back then there was only, firstly the size. So I think back then it was 200 teams. Now we're at 5,300 teams. The user interface was nothing like what we see here. The number of different tactics that you could use as a manager have increased a great deal as well with this version. And my understanding with the new game engine that they're working on, the number will increase in many multiples there again of the different combinations of tactics you can employ.
So you're bullish.
It's certainly going in the right direction.
Nice, especially from a trader point of view. Hi Magneto, welcome Magneto. So because you're a businessman and maybe you don't even care too much about the 3D rendering of the soccer match or the next iteration of, for instance, including loans that will not be included, but you're more interested about the economics, the tokenomics, right?
I am interested in what you're saying because it's that continual improvement of the game. And I would like to see, even if it's just a 5-minute highlight reel from the game, I think that would be terrific. One thing I was pushing for a little bit with Taiki and a few of the others was to get our profile pics up. I think that was extremely important, and the teams got them up, which is awesome. So I'd encourage everyone, all the Soccerverse managers, please get your profile pics up. The other aspect which we need to take advantage of as a community is AI. And that's what I've found, and that brings us to GeForce, really.
Yes.
Image generation through AI. And I find, for me, it's bringing my whole Soccerverse experience to life through these AI-generated characters. And again, I would encourage everyone to, if you want to take the game to the next level, then get involved with AI and use it to the benefit of yourself and the entire Soccerverse community.
In this regard, one of the hot topics of basically the whole first month of Soccerverse, that if you go into the unsportsmanship channel, or even in general, this morning I saw there's been a big discussion again on the same old topic of multi-accounting, team, people playing as a team. So GeForce, tell us about the GeForce.
Yep.
Your opinion on multi-accounting. It's clear because you are. It's very transparent.
Absolutely fine. I have no problem with it whatsoever. If you can afford to do it, do it. To me, it's simply vertical integration throughout the game. I'm setting up multiple teams at different levels throughout the game, building the players up in those different teams, and I have no problem moving my players from one team to another that will get the best results for those teams. No problem whatsoever, Nick. And nor should anyone else.
Yeah, well, there has been a big. Hi Goldie, hi Federer. Yeah, there has been a big discussion about that, mostly because people is worried that do shady things. They do shady things. They transfer money from manager to manager, to team, from team to team, depleting the economy of one team in favor of the second team and things like that. But that's not what you are doing.
No, and there are limitations to what you can do. You can only transfer out 5 players at this point and transfer in 5 players. Yes, I could effectively shift funds between my different teams, but I don't have a need to because I'm good at balancing the books, Nick. So all my teams are running at a profit.
Exactly.
So
that's what I would like to hear.
But the time might come where I might need to move funds to one of either up to Manchester United or down, and I will do that, and I will have no qualms about it. And anyone who's sitting on their high horse telling us it's unethical, I completely disagree with you.
Cool. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, and I always made it clear that also, in my opinion, is a bit like money talks, because I know it's not popular opinion, because especially in the lower leagues, people they don't want to spend too much money. They see this as a robbery or something like that, but it's also a financial thing. I mean, you put more money into managing well and have a lot of influence in all of this team, because how many G-Force is formed by how many team members?
Officially there's 8 team members, and 7 of them are managers, and 1's sitting on the side flying an aeroplane from stadium to stadium in different countries, virtual stadiums that is. Now that's Ava. Now I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with Ava yet. I sort of thought I might sort of have her as a somewhat of a reporter for sale, perhaps.
For sale?
But we'll see. Well, you know, people might pay to have her do an exclusive on them. So just a manager report. But that's me thinking long term there.
I have a question about this, because you're a businessman, business-oriented man. So what are the unexpected, in your opinion, what are the unexpected markets that are available or will be available in Soccerverse that go beyond being an agent, a manager, an influencer, or a scout, which is basically a trader? Well, is there any secondary jobs that can... For me, if I was a application developer, I'd probably be looking at like an NFT gallery of some description and start selling merchandise for the teams, or GeForce, or for Protagonist. Yeah, so potentially there's that NFT merchandise side of things. Now, something I want to see from the game is the actual trophies for managers who win these competitions, and those trophies should remain as an NFT for them for as long as they want, or until they sell them or sell their account, whatever they want to do with it, because that's the beauty of blockchain. But moving on from the NFT side of things, well, that's when you've hit the big time. If we start getting real world traders, or online shops, for instance, selling goods for Soccerverse coin, that's when we've made the big time. But who's going to take that sort of chance right now? Probably no one. That would be amazing, actually.
3 or 4 years time.
Yes.
Well, that's what you want, isn't it? You want to have your team influence earning you your Soccerverse coin every game, and then you want to be able to shop with it, don't you? For more than just reinvestment.
Exactly, because at the moment we can say the meta is where the most traders, if you go into the leaderboard, the traders that are the most profitable, what they do is circularly, basically getting influence, that buy influence low with USDC, then sell it to people that earn a lot of SVC through the game. So basically it's free money, is home, how do you say, home money? When you go to the casino and you win something and you play that, home money. House.
Playing with the house's money,
house money, exactly. And so these guys that bought early with USDC, cheap USDC, have a surplus in GrabChi, sell for USDC and buy more influence with influence packs, and do it again, and it works. It was because there are people that have a lot of earnings in terms of SVC and are willing to pay an extra, like a premium on that. So
I know exactly who you're talking about, and they are certainly entrepreneurs of this game.
Yes,
and
yes.
it's actually thrilling to see what they're doing.
Yeah, I like that.
Because others will mimic what they're doing, and it will create an exciting, lively ecosystem.
Yeah, but it's not easy. I mean, even though I know what they do, you know what they do, I don't have the skills and the time and the skin. So that's what excites me. There is people like you that does businesses with GeForce, multi-accounting, completely transparent and right in the right way. And there is people like these others that are traders and do their own stuff and they like it. There's people like me playing as a manager, doing some influence. That's I'm general. I'm not a special. I'm like all the others. And then there are bad people that do shady things, and they are the ones that go into the highlight. But who cares? I mean, I'm for freedom.
There's 5,300 teams. Like if a few teams get ruined by this, like I know some people might be fans of those teams and get emotional about it, but the team will just be relegated and it'll all get sorted in another couple of seasons.
100%.
So it's not the end of the world.
Self-healing, like the neighbor was saying.
Absolutely.
Hey, doctor,
like,
what's up? Hey, hi. Sorry.
I saw the same with Watford. It's I thought it hadn't been managed well. I don't know if it was deliberate or not, but I had influence there. So all right, I'll go in and see if I can sort it out, and I'll do my best. It's not one of my preferred teams. I've got Maverick managing that one, but we'll see if we can boost it back up. But there's other teams I'm seeing around, and I think, geez, it's got so much in the way of prospects. The influence is cheap. They might still be at level 1. And I'm like, why aren't people jumping on this? So, and if given time, I'll jump on it if someone hasn't. But, it's all, you can't, you got to invest over time, not just pile everything in straight away.
Kev, just raised an interesting point, actually, a hot topic right now, today actually, is what is your opinion, Goldsmith, on giving extra SVC for transfer? So for, I want, for instance, what I want actually? I want Garnacho. One day I want Garnacho. And then I give you, okay, you don't want to give me Garnacho, but what about if I give you 1,000 SVC in your pocket? What is your opinion on this?
I don't believe that we should be trying to police the game. Like, it's just a free market. It's a free market economy. Things like that will happen. And it's part of the game. Don't let it worry you. Don't try and, bring in regulations for something that's so free and beautiful. Just let it be free and beautiful. So I hope you're with me. Well, I hope someone out there, if you're with me on that one, please leave it.
I'm with you. You should know I'm with you. I'm for freedom. I always say that. Even if it's uncomfortable. Some people will say, no, we don't agree because it has to be polished. Some people is for KYC. They want to limit the ability of multi-accounting, but it's not the ethos of Xaya. It's not the ethos of fully on-chain games. It would be basically going against the mentality of the developers and the idea of this game. So chaos will organize itself.
The one thing that should control behavior to an extent is reputation, and that is all it should be. And no one wants to see their reputation tarnished, really. So that, in many respects, will control behavior.
Yes, but
anyway.
Some people don't care because it's anonymous.
Yeah, they don't. But eventually, if enough people come into the ecosystem, the damage they can do is minimal. Like the damage they can do now is it's minimal, but it might be substantial to a single team. But the damage they'll be able to do in 2 years, if we've got $10,000 a day coming into the ecosystem, is negligible. It's not something we need to worry about.
Yeah, I agree. And also Jevenito is totally with you, Goldsmith, and also Blockchain World totally agree with everything you say. Was against it at first, but now I totally agree. There are people are agreeing with you. And there is another thing that was Yama Man said, basically with the trophies, basically it's a bit weird because, and I agree, so the aim of the game is to be infinite, so it should be minimal manual intervention from the developers in the long run. But the trophies, what if you, manager of Manchester United, you are on the top of the Premier League until the last day, and then I'm super rich and there is a timer, okay, 1 week before I buy a lot of influence and I kick you out and I win the Premier League. Is that my trophy?
Yes, it would be. And what does that tell me? I've got to keep buying influence so that someone doesn't come along and take that trophy from under me. And if they do, bad luck to me. And I'm not going to sit here and moan about it, mate.
You should come to the show more often.
Win a competition. I'm just going to go over to Orlando with Oz and make sure we win that one.
Yes, okay, I agree. I also agree. Money talks, and it's like the jungle and Darwinian, evolution. Dog eats dog.
I'm going to tell you this, Nick. Like I'm a small whale in this game. And I'm sitting pretty at the moment on Manchester United. I've got a nice income stream coming from it, and I am the manager. But I don't think I'll be the manager in 2 or 3 more seasons. Someone's going to come along who just says, I am Manchester United, I belong as manager, and they will buy it out from under me. I have no doubts about that. And I can't get upset about that. It's just part of the game. But it's awesome for the ecosystem, and it's not going to take away from the influence I'm earning, and it's going to boost the value of both the influence and the Soccerverse coin. Mm-hmm. So, whilst I lose Manchester United in my position as manager, I win on the other end.
Yeah. I get your point. It's like for the overall good. In this case, there is a bigger benefit, even if you lose like that. Hi, Omega Wolf. Welcome, Omega Wolf. I'm happy to see you here. It's more easy time zone. Let's see what I say in the chat, and then we move on with the question. By the way, guys, stick with us because Goldsmith is so cool that he sponsored a giveaway. So I don't know if you read the thing. But there is a giveaway of influence in Manchester United, guys. And I also top up with some influence of Napoli. But stick until the end because we're going to give away Manchester United influence and Napoli influence. So let's see the chat. Let's see the chat a little bit. Kef, I asked some SVC when I sold the Diego Conde and I was pointed out for it. Think it's a free market. And I'm happy with my new SVC now. Villarreal is flying. That's exactly what Goldsmith was saying, yeah. And Doctor asking basically, should you... That's another point. Are there really incentives to have people investing in your club? Should you not want you to be the only owner? What do you think, Goldsmith? Ideally.
Look, absolutely. If you can bring in friendly investors, like that is a huge part of the game. And that's exactly what you want. And maybe that's part of the reason I'm here, sort of promoting the game, promoting Manchester United. Maybe I'm saying, I'm a good manager, buy some influence in Manchester United and keep me around. So absolutely, you want to win over friendly influencers.
Great. Great. You see, a lot of people is agreeing with you. So I think we don't have our. If we want to open a debate on this, we are missing the key person, because a very nice participant, community member, is Rosborn, and it's a pity that he's not here, unfortunately, because he could provide the other side of the perspective. He's really against multi-accounting, etc. So next time we can open the debate in a polite way. We like that.
Again, the whole multi-account thing will sort itself out in the long term as well. You can only afford to run multiple accounts for so long. So, I can continue with the whole 8 of GeForce for some time, but again, I can't continually purchase influence in those teams to save those teams for those particular managers. So I need to allocate resources in a certain manner, which will mean I'll have to consolidate the number of accounts that the GeForce is running. So, again, like I'm just saying, it will sort itself out. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, totally agree. What are your plans actually with the GeForce team in the future? What are your plans now? You're set up, or everything is set up, and we're gonna have a look actually individually right now. But what are your future plans on GeForce perspective?
If I was just to say I want to win, would that be a solid enough answer? Yeah, I seriously want to win. Like Rasputin, I want to keep him as the number one manager in the entire Soccerverse, mate. And I'm probably researching harder soccer tactics than anyone else I know. And by the end of this season, I reckon I can go over to the UK and manage a soccer team. Like, really? I'll know everything about it. Well, probably not. I'd have a problem with the whole training side of things.
Let's have a look at
that.
Look at that. You seeing the screen? You see on the top. Look at this beauty.
Yeah, I can't see it, but Rasputin's still number one.
Rasputin is number one.
Took down. Rasputin took down Beijing on Wednesday. So now, what would that be for the UK? That they play it on Tuesday night, don't they? Or anyway,
let's have a look. Last picture, Beijing 0-2 away. Congratulations.
Yeah, so it was a great win, and just the club sizes. Like I think the overall fan base for
domination
Qingdao is like 5,000 fans versus Beijing, which was 50,000 or something. The stadium, I think, is only 20,000.
The stadium is. Oh my God! It's all in Chinese. Capacity is 20,000. It's written capacity. So the fan base, I don't know.
So I'm kind of. If you go into data.soccerverse, you can find it there. But yeah, I think the fan base is about 5,000. So I want to see how fast it grows now that not only are they winning the competition, but their manager's the number one manager on the entire planet.
Rasputin. Let's have a look at the other ones then. So we see that Rasputin is number one in the tactician and veteran points. You are by 5 points. You have 129 points. You're followed by Taddy, that is managing Tottenham in Premier League, and D Doctor.
And Taddy's doing a terrific job.
Yes, it's amazing.
Awesome.
I'm very happy to have appointed him in Tottenham when I was the biggest shareholder. I don't know if I'm still the biggest shareholder because now a new player is coming.
You've just been gazumped, mate.
No, really? Let me check.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. Oh, it wasn't Chelsea. Diamonds. No. I've been gazumped by Diamonds X. But I think we can get along, me and Diamonds, because I'm very proud of being. No, you
if
don't.
Diamond X is smart, they'll keep Taddy around.
Yes, of course. Do you know Diamond X?
Oh, I might.
Okay. Qingdao fan base should grow to 10,000. Tiki says that your fan base, Rasputin fan base, should grow to 10,000 for next season. So double.
Oh, for next season, right? Okay, so it's not going to happen this season.
Let's have a look at the other ones.
Anyway, next season.
What are the names? So we have Mr. X of the
Mr. X, yes, he's down in Argentina. And then there's Oz over there in Orlando. Have a look at Oz.
Let's have a look at Oz first. Okay. Oz, there you go.
Very attractive woman.
Yeah, that's why she's my favorite. She and Sarah, the bot. In
right. Yes.
I have a thing with her. Okay, Oz career. Let's have a look at a career. Orlando City, 10 games, 9 won and 1 lost. Only. Amazing stats. Almost 10 out of 10.
Yeah, having a great run.
And you're also on the top of the league, I believe.
Yeah, top of the league there in the US. So, and that's Division 1. Mr. X, top of the league.
Mr. X
Division
as well.
2 in Argentina.
Let's have a look. You're dominating the world. Mr. X also with Instituto Cordoba.
Yeah.
In
That's the
Argentina.
one.
Primera Nacional, Division 2. Yes. Let's have a look.
And I don't think
Wow.
Mr. X hasn't lost a game yet either. Had 1 draw.
0 losses, 1 draw, 9 win. But there's also the cup. So let's have a look at the actual career. I want to see the manager. There you go, Mr. X. 10 games, 8 won, 2 draw. So you drew on the cup? How come?
2 draws. Yeah, that's right. Yep.
And then who else? So we looked at Mr. X.
So we got Rasputin, so China. Then we've got the Aussie contingent. So we've got Goldsmith X in Western Sydney.
How's he doing?
And he's I think 4th. So for me that's a bit disappointing, mate.
You should change Goldsmith X. Is not meeting your expectation compared to the others.
Well, look, I'm thinking about what I do with the Goldsmith X and Draco. So Draco's playing down in Division 3 Australia, but I'm seeing a lot of opportunities throughout Europe. So I might put them on a plane, send them across, see how they go.
Interesting. So let's go back to your face. Boom. Okay. So you're saying that you're interested to take over Europe as well? So beyond Manchester United.
I'm seeing opportunities there, and I think why aren't people jumping on these opportunities? And so if people aren't going to jump on them, then I probably should. I don't have really any intention of creating any more accounts, adding any more team members to the GeForce. Managing 7 games is a lot of work, each twice a week often. So it will be a matter of relocating some of the current managers. I see these opportunities.
Good. And I saw that you're big in influence. So whenever you take a manager position, you are always the top influencer and by a lot. So I just saw that you have 10,000 influence in, I think it was Mr. X, the latest one that I saw, or someone else. But do you do that to assure that nobody gazumped you, or just because you earn more money, you win?
Okay, so and this is part of the brilliance of the tokenomics of this game that we haven't touched on yet, and that is the valuation of the influence packs. So the first 10,000 tokens are sold at that base level, and then the next 20,000, 25% above that, and then the next 20,000 is another 25% on top of that. So you're paying 1.5 times. I think by the time you're at level 4, maybe it's level 5, you're paying twice that base price. So if I see,
Look,
sorry,
just
mate.
to give you an insight, Fulham, for instance, is level 1 and the unit value is 0.055, while your Manchester United is 0.2, so it's 4 times as much. You're right.
Zero. Yeah. So it's, yeah. So what I look for is, well, if I'm going to put time and effort into a particular club, I might as well take out the level 1 tokens and potentially the level 2 as well, depending on the price of the club. Because I just figure if it's worth my time, then I might as well be have equity in that club, which is effectively what the influence is, and I share in the spoils. So now, look, let me say this another way, and I think we cover off on a few of the things we have discussed.
Yes, please.
If I was brand new to the game, or if I'd been playing the game and thought, look, I think it has a long-term future, I want to get into it. So how would I do it? So I'd be firstly looking at clubs that are still at level 1 or level 2. Then I would be looking at their packs and saying, well, what clubs come with them? And those packs must be level 1 or level 2. All of them, all 6 of the sub clubs must be level 1 or level 2. And that way you're getting the cheapest entry price into that club. So once you're happy with the club, you want to have a look at the club. You want to make sure the club's got plenty of money in the cash at bank. You want to make sure they're a decent enough team. Preferably you wanted a team that can win the competition. But as long as they can be in the top half of the competition, I guess that's what you need. And then if you've made that decision, then go in and purchase it, consolidate your position, and then you've got 6 sub-teams. So your next step is to analyse those sub-teams and work out, well, which is the best out of all those sub-teams. And then you want to focus some energy on that team as well. And that's your vertical integration. So the best of the sub-teams, you then think, all right, well, I've got some players that can support my main team if I need them. So if you've got any token left over, well, there's where you focus your energy. That's where you focus put in a manager. And then if you're buying tokens in that club, you're just adding to what you already purchased in the first round as well. Mm-hmm. So you're maximizing your bang for your buck. But you just don't do it with emotion. Like, you can't be going after one of these clubs that Protagonists or Soccer Titan has that are at level 12 or 13. You're paying way too much. You might be paying $55 for a pack when you should probably be buying a level 1 pack in that division, and you might be paying $5. Right? So massive difference.
Do you think people should start with the big divisions like level 1 packs, but diamond, or even focus on, let's say, what would be your you partially already cover it, but if I want to start and I have $10, $100 or $1,000, what would be the strategies, in your opinion, to make money, specifically because you're a businessman?
Okay. You need to be looking at the yields you're going to get off the actual influence themselves. But I tend to think, unless you're we might be at the point in time where unless you're stepping in with 10,000, you may not have a chance of holding on to one of the English Premiership League. So you might be better off focusing your money on a lower tier club and then managing that to the best of your ability, and maybe even striving to have that club promoted to the highest division. Just so if your long-term ambition is to just be the manager of that club, and so that's sort of my thoughts there. But ultimately it comes down to, well, what can you afford? So, if you can afford $100, well, look for something that gives you plenty of bang for your buck for your $100. and that may not necessarily be buying 10 packs in Manchester United.
I see. Even though if Manchester United pays more, because there is more likelihood of Manchester United to win the Premiership, so the Premier League.
Yep.
And that's a juicy bonus that the influencer will receive. But the same can be applied to a lower team, even though it's all scaled down. You just need to find the right balance between the number of influence, so the share of the club, and the yield that gives you.
Okay, so what's your goal, Nick? Are you trying to be a manager, or are you trying to be an influencer? Now, if you're happy to if you're happy to collect your dividend check after each match, then you might be better off just investing $100 in one of the Premiership League clubs, like Tottenham. It's good value at the moment. However, you're not going to be able to take it over as manager. So if you want to be manager, you probably need to look down the divisions.
Also, being manager give you a small wage. It's we're talking about maybe, I don't know, out of like five SVC for the Premier League and Serie A per game week. If you're a manager of one of those big teams, it's not that makes the difference. Being a manager, it's fun, but if you want to make money, particularly, there is all other strategies that you're doing both. You're also a good manager, to be honest, but also a trader, a businessman. I enjoy all aspects of the game. So, but for someone new coming in, if you want to be a manager, then I think the strategy should be focus on lower divisions. If you want to be an influencer and an influencer only, then just look for the best yield. And you might still find the best yield in some of the Premiership League teams. Would it make sense for a group of people, like say me, you, other five people, to put together funds and buy 100% of a club? What do you think about it?
Haven't they? Well, 100% of the club would take it to, is that level 20 at the moment?
I think 50.
And I think it's like, I think it's, I don't, no, sorry, mate. I don't want to, I actually wouldn't do that because you're paying too much. Like I said, I'm not going to pay for the level 12 clubs. And I'm certainly not going to pay for level 20. And that's part of the reason that us pioneers who are here now, we're here getting in early at these base prices. Take advantage of it. Because if the game is the success we all believe it will be, then you don't want to be buying in later at level 10. Buying at level 1, buying at level 2.
So that's a suggestion.
Yeah, but obviously it's just a game. There's no guarantees you'll ever be able to earn a living from it, so you just got to enjoy it and only put in what you can afford to. And if it means, all right, I'll go without a coffee this morning so I can buy an extra pack in Manchester United, well, good on you. You've saved a bit on your coffee and now you're earning, the rest of your life you'll earn a little bit of SVC each game from Man U. Good on you.
Yeah, that's exactly what Manolito, that is here with us. I remember the interview. His main point was exactly this. He was saying, for me, Soccerverse is beautiful because I have fun, and on top of that, I might even earn free coffee. And that's exactly the attitude that you have to have. Just have fun, and if you earn something on top of that, even if it's a coffee or a pizza or something else, good.
You can have those dreams of the pie in the sky of I'll be buying my new Lamborghini with Soccerverse coin, but at this point in time we just have to be realistic and you just if you can put in a few bucks here and there to build your position, build your influence, and have fun, terrific.
What would be a feature that you would like to have added? In terms of tokenomics, specifically, that is missing right now? Something that if you had a magic wand, you would do, boom, add it.
On the tokenomics side, you see, actually, I'm incredibly happy with the tokenomics and the system the way it currently stands. When I read the light paper, I was thrilled with what I was reading. Now, I had some idea that they might go this way with, say, the packs and the different tranches, because that's what they did with Torian. And I thought that was a really effective way to encourage people to get in the beginning, but then also encourage people all the way along to not put off buying into the game because of those the increments. So what we see with the increments in the pack prices then also pushes the general price of SVC up, which then in turn, then what we also find is the increasing price of the packs pushes up the influence price within the game itself, which then some people say, well, I can't get the yield out of the club, so I'll go into the players. And now the players, any Soccerverse coin that goes into the players is now being burned. And again, putting upward pressure on the Soccerverse coin price. I think they've covered a lot of bases. So then going back to your question, what would I like to see? Well, I'd like to see future expansion in what we can do with it. And that is not something that happens overnight. And that will come with entrepreneurs coming into the game, probably a blockchain dApp developer. I've got this NFT gallery, which I will just link up with Soccerverse and Soccerverse coin. And so we'll have an external gallery. Then it might be, as I mentioned before, merchandising and other types of shops which offer goods for Soccerverse coin. But we might be years away from this, but I'd like to see it happen over time.
Interesting. Okay, yeah. So you're very, very much into the entrepreneurship side of this game that will be an add-on to it, and the more people will come, the more of these side things will develop. And probably what we're thinking about right now, it's totally different from what is going to happen next year. So I'm very curious to see. Let's do another meeting like this, maybe next year. We will watch this interview live and react to what you said and see what happened.
Well, see what happens. Absolutely.
Yes. Arandal, hi Scaron Corax, welcome. Well, we're almost done. We're almost done for the hour. So right now, maybe if you have questions for Goldsmith, guys, drop it now in the chat box in Twitch so that we can have another round. But then it's time because it's already 1 hour, and maybe this guy has.
We've done well, Nick.
Very well. Let's see the chat. Arandal, what NFT? Did not get it. Oh,
non-fungible tokens, but they're effectively, it might be a piece of art, for example, which can be unique and will sit on your Polygon blockchain account just like your influence does at the present time in your Soccerverse coin.
Yeah, but I think it was confused because you mentioned the NFT as like in the future entrepreneurship like development. So there are no NFT right now from Soccerverse. Maybe that's what he was asking.
Oh, okay, yes. It's all about future developments. So a trophy, for instance, if you win the Premiership League, would be an NFT because it's just a unique token sitting on your blockchain account.
That would be like they call it soulbound NFT, soulbound tokens, which are not transferable and are linked to your wallet address, so that if you win a trophy, you cannot sell it, because what's the point in selling a trophy if you didn't win it? So it could be a soulbound NFT, and then it will come if you sell your account. You also sell the trophies.
The trophy. Yep. Yeah, that makes sense as well. Yeah.
And then Manolito is going away because he has to work to make some money to buy more influence. So go
Good on you,
go work,
Manolito.
go work, big boss. What about, let's say, a match ticket NFT in real life? Oh, they do it. They already do it. There are NFTs are everywhere. You can find anything NFTs. It's crazy. Guys,
So it's
Goldsmith.
basically just.
Sorry, go on. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
So in many respects, you can take things that are going on in other aspects of the blockchain world, what other communities are doing, and just sort of basically attach it to Soccerverse. And if we get enough, if the community grows and it gets large enough, like, these other blockchain communities will come to us. They'll want to be a part of it. So, and they'll offer all sorts of different ways of doing things. But it's expanding our Soccerverse, anyway, our universe.
Exactly. That's the point. Expanding. Victor Cole, if someone win a league, Goldsmith, do you have time? Because we are already running out.
I can keep going for a while. Yeah.
Thank you, big boss. If someone win a league but is not an influencer, did he have some SVC? So the question is, if I win a league but I'm not an influencer, so I'm a free manager.
Yeah, the manager gets a percentage. That's in the what is it, the manual or whatever they Soccerverse are calling it.
He thinks.
So the manager gets a percentage.
Let's see if I have it somewhere. I don't have it here. But tomorrow we're gonna work. I'm pretty sure that in the documents that I got there is also this percentage, but it's already in the guides, in the video guides. But yes, they got a percentage. I'm pretty sure, like you said, Goldsmith. Even if they don't have influence, because otherwise, why you wanna win except for the glory? Kev, what do you think about performance payouts, getting more or less SVC depending on your results? What do you think about that, Goldsmith? Would you pay me if I am a better manager for your team?
Is that what the question is, or is the question team? So what do you think about performance payout? So I can only assume that that's all right if the team has won, the influencers get a larger payout, not the managers. So I'm thinking it's the influencers in that question. So let's deal with that. No, I think it needs to be bound to the commercial realities which a soccer league would be. And just because you win a game doesn't mean you get a lump sum of money. You get paid by the TV contracts, you get paid by fans coming to the grounds, you get paid by merchandise sales. And I'd prefer it to be kept in that level of reality, not just, oh yeah, we won a game, so magically some SVC appears for that team. So I hope that answers that question.
Yeah, I think so. He also he added under that would prevent managers rotating for fun. What's the incentive now for a club placed 5th in Champions League, won't go through and won't get more money if they win? So it's better to play the B team and be focused in the league.
Sorry, I've missed that question. If that was a question, Nick.
No, I was just trying to explain better, but I also am a bit confused.
Oh, okay.
Kev, let me know in the chat if Goldsmith answered your question, because I think he answered, but I'm not sure. Because I interpreted it in a different way. I interpreted it as, if I am the manager, I am the major influencer of Manchester United, and would I give extra SBC to Goldsmith if he's managing Manchester United, if he does well or not? I think it's very good.
Oh,
why not?
Okay, the influencers rewarding good managers.
I believe that's how I interpreted. But
all right, yeah, okay. Sorry, if it's not coming from the game, if it's between influencers and managers, yeah, so be it. Great, that should be happening. Like I throw my good managers influence tokens all the time to say thank you for a good job. because even though I've got the GeForce 8, there are other teams where I'm an influencer on, and I want them managed well too.
So you do it already? You give the bonuses to your managers?
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't you, Nick?
No, I'm so bad. It's guys, I think I should start.
Yeah, you got to look after good managers.
Oh my god, I give them data. I give them exclusive
that's
updated
terrible.
data that I'm selling data strategies, updated all that stuff, and for my managers it's all free because I want them to do well. But I will give you also at VC, guys. I'm sorry, I'm so caught up with stuff. Cool, and then
there's a good question here from Emo23. Until anyone owns 50.1% of a team, all can be removed from our teams in a sec. Would you long time try to get like 51%? Yeah, I think, I don't have the resources to get 51%. So all you can ever do is try and build up a position and then continue to just build it slowly over time with the SVC you earn, and then try and reinvest for more influence. Do keep in mind that with some of the teams, like with Manchester United, I've probably, even though it says you own all up 4% of the team, of the current influence that has been minted, that's actually like 90%. So they'd have to have a great big checkbook to come in and try and take me out, quickly. So, but I do. It will happen, as I said before. It's just I'm probably a couple of seasons away from it. But yeah, there's too much emotion around these soccer clubs. You soccer fans are so emotional, and you just you can't have some Aussie managing Manchester United. We're gonna gazump him.
You're going to. It's a very risky position to be the manager of Manchester United. You know that, right?
Oh, tell me about it. I'm living on the edge every day, mate.
Oh my god! I can't imagine.
But while I'm there, I'll make the most of it. I'm
That's
having a good time doing it.
The right mentality. Skyron Corax, will you continue with the Xaya infrastructure, or do you have plans to move to another network? I think you need this or not.
Well, Xaya's discontinuing, so Xaya will move to Polygon.
Skyron Corax, we're not team actually, we are community members. But yes, please, Goldsmith, say your point.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. So the Xaya blockchain that will actually be discontinued over the next sort of 12 months, and tokens that are still on that blockchain will be migrated to Polygon, which is where we want to be, because that's where Soccerverse is. Since we've just I've brought up Polygon, it's like, where's this grand Polygon community? They should be all flocking to Soccerverse, because this would be probably one of the most amazing things on the Polygon blockchain. So they should all be here buying, getting themselves involved. So hopefully they will. Hopefully they'll see this video, Nick, and say, geez, Soccerverse is actually being run on our blockchain.
I think they are not looking too much into games. They were looking into games 2-3 years ago. Polygon actually they had grants for gaming, and I don't know actually if exactly we would need more marketing in the crypto space, because so far my impression that I had is that the marketing on the crypto people side, so the ones that know what is Soccerverse in terms of technology, it's not only a soccer manager, a football manager alternative, it's actually way more. They are missing out because the marketing has been focused, in my opinion, in non-Web3, except the Spanish guys. I love them. We have Willy Alba, Sergamer, we have Chipone. They are doing very good videos, and they are all Sergamer, I don't know, but Willy Alba is a Web3 native. I mean, he does Web3 stuff, and Chipone as well, a lot. So big kudos to our Spanish communities. But we need more, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
More crypto marketing, crypto targeted marketing, and then we will see maybe Polygon wake up and say, oh shit, These guys are playing the most beautiful fully on-chain blockchain game that is available right now, and that we didn't even know. And on our chain, they should wake up.
Everyone thinks that Ready Player One just started with the Oasis, but perhaps in real life, Ready Player One begins with a turn-based strategy game like Soccerverse. It wouldn't surprise me at all. And then it just expands from here.
Or Torion. Torion is more Ready Player One,
Well,
kind of.
Yeah, because that's real time. I just want to talk turn-based strategy, mate, like chess. I used to play some competition chess in my time.
That's why you're good in business. Kev.
Maybe.
I'm saying 3 points will give you more incomes that if you lose. In real life, clubs get a bonus per victory. That would be a nice incentive when you're playing for nothing. Okay. That will require a fork. I see what you mean. So it was meaning we get, as a manager, I get 5 SVC per game no matter what I do. But he's saying, if you win, you should get more SVC. If you lose, you should get less. I'm sure the team has already waited on that. He's already thought about that. But what do you think, Goldsmith?
I think the reality is the managers need to be paid more coin.
More.
But just in general. But I can understand. I would, if it was me, if I was the head of this community and I was calling for a vote on it, I'd be saying once all 5,300 manager positions are full, then we need to have a vote on pay scales. Now, whether you have a tweak it with a bonus for wins and maybe a little less for a draw, you could do that. But I don't know. Sometimes managers get stuck with a bit of bad luck, maybe a player injury or two. And I don't know if they'd want their paycheck cut because of that, because when I know it's harder to manage teams when you've got a few injured players.
True. Rubiculus is saying even not only like that, but even maintaining win streak can pay more coins, losing will revert to normal, etc. They're all good suggestions. Guys, put in the suggestion channel in Discord, because Xaya team is pretty receptive to community. We built this game throughout the years with the developers, so we really can put that into suggestion, and who knows, maybe the next fork we will have adaptive rewarding with an updated pay scale after Goldsmith initiative will be voted and approved.
Well, let's do it. But first thing I want to see is 5,300 managers. So, but we're certainly
2000 or something, 2008.
Yeah. And I notice we just hit 125,000 in
revenue
in US dollar tokens have purchased packs. So that happened today. So we're definitely moving at over 2,000 US dollar coin packs sold a day now. So it's all positive. It's going in the right direction.
You're pretty keen on watching these numbers, right? You're still doing it daily. You can tell us a little bit how is the sale?
Pretty much.
How the sale is going?
I like. So 2,000, say 2 to 2.5K a day on average seems to be coming in US dollar coin. So and now that is the tempo is definitely rising. So the first 100,000 was over say about 7 weeks. Now we're at another 25,000 over, I think it's 10 days. So 2,500 a day. So that's what I mean. Like the tempo is quickening here. So which is great to see, because ultimately success will be determined by the number of packs that are sold and over what time frame.
Well, but if they $2,000 a day, you're saying they're coming into their balance sheet, it's not bad, I believe, on average.
Well, it's good for a startup, yeah, certainly. But I imagine to be really successful, we'd want to be talking 10,000 a day. But if we're 2 years away from that, well, so be it. But we might only be 12 months away from that. So, but we've sort of made it then. Because ultimately, just think, all this money's coming in. That's people coming into the ecosystem. There's only the 5,300 manager positions, so they're all fighting over that, which means you have to buy influence. People won't even bother, say that's too hard. I'm just going to go straight to buying players, buy those annuities, and they'll do their player research, and then there'll be the traders, like our two friends. So it's plenty of opportunities, but we need that critical mass, and that means people coming into the ecosystem.
Exactly. I just need to answer Skyron Corax. Forget about my Kenan Yildiz. It's not going to happen. He's going to be with Napoli forever until someone will buy so much influence on Kenan Yildiz, becomes the agent, and will put him always bad morale, or even prevent me from selling him. So unless this happens, Kenan Yildiz will stay in Napoli, because Skyron Corax is Turkish and Kenan Yildiz is a Turkish, Germano-Turkish superstars, 19 years old, or maybe 20 already turned, I don't know. And he wants it, but I'm sorry. Then, yes, we're doing the draw right now, guys. The questions are officially finished, but now we're just chatting. So that, yes, there's going to be the draw. Omega Wolf, question for you. Goldsmith, how will Rapchi holders profit from Soccerverse in detail? Is something planned to make Rapchi holders more happy? What do you think?
Well, I just know that WG is being used for those who want to get out of Soccerverse. So I know some are doing that. I'm looking forward to WG moving to Polygon, so it creates more liquidity for people to get in and out. And then perhaps with liquidity, the price might rise, perhaps. But yeah, I'm certainly sitting on Chi, but I just, it is what it is. It's just blockchain and a cryptocurrency, and you just, you got to wear it, unfortunately, the low prices, and then one day someone discovers it and it goes to $1. But
that's what we
can't help much more than that.
Yeah. No. For now, we just have to be patient, guys. We're talking about a microcap that is terribly undervalued, in my opinion, but not financial advice whatsoever. If I decide to buy 1,000 Rapchi now, the price will do a 10% move. It's this crazy. It's this crazy. Low liquidity. So it's a good question. Rapchi is probably be more central in Torion, because remember, the Soccerverse is a Xaya tech powered game on Polygon, but it's being heavily funded by VCs. Like, thanks God, they invested in Soccerverse and they provided.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Couldn't have done it without them.
Of course. So it's not a totally Xaya game anymore. The total Xaya game will be Torion. So if they decide to put Rapchi on the center of the economy, I think that would be more obvious, easy to do in a totally Xaya own game, which will be Torion. How is Yildiz going?
I was just going to add, Nick. I'm just happy that the on-off ramp, or the off-ramp, effectively, is through WG as well, because it didn't have to be that way, and yet it was made that way. And if Soccerverse grows quick enough, well, WG will follow. So there's a potential reward there for long-term holders.
Of course, if I want to buy a lot of SBC right now or influence in Manchester United, and there is enough in the peer-to-peer market, the only way for me to get it is to buy RepG, to buy SBC, to spend for influence of Manchester United. So there is a potential. If Soccerverse has a success, RepG is going to be a success, and Xaya is going to be a success, which is already, in my opinion, a success, and everyone will be happy. More investors will come. Talking about investors,
And-
Goldie 014 Yildiz, are you protagonist? Do we have this scoop or not? No, not protagonist. I managed to get Yildiz from Juventus or not?
Yes.
No.
Sorry. What?
No.
Is that a question for me?
No, it's not for you, because I did a deal
Okay.
for exclusive data access with protagonist in exchange for
Yes.
some Yildiz influence. That's public in the blockchain, so everyone can see. And now I think we have a scoop. Big boss, discovery. We discovered you. Tell us. Goldie 014, are you protagonist? That would be like you will receive a lot of questions if you're here. I don't know.
With a name like that, I thought it might be my son, but
I thought it was
Okay.
you. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's your son, because I got Yildiz from Juventus, so in a transfer to get him to Napoli, but also I got influence in Yildiz with a deal in exchange for data. No, I'm from Juventus. Okay. Then thank you so much for the deal. Of course, I love it. I love my Yildiz. I love it, and I will not give it to anyone else. So it's your son, Goldsmith.
yes. I think it is. And
what's the name? Ivan? Ivan?
Look, it could be. I look at the game as you must be over 18 to play. I don't know what all that's about. What the hell?
Hey, Goldie.
But
yes, I love Yildiz. Thank you so much.
from my point of view, I think this is a great game for kids because it educates them on economics. So I don't know why the limitation on must be over 18. But anyway, that's not a question for us.
Okay, big boss. I think we're overshooted by a far, like 1 hour and half, 1 hour and a half. Let's do the giveaway. What do you think? Or Goldsmith, do you have something?
Absolutely,
you
do
want
that.
to-
So,
But please, first,
no,
you're done?
You go.
You have something that you wish I asked you, or you want to tell
Okay.
something to the community? We are almost 30 people here.
Nick, look, I had every expectation of talking tactics with you, and I very much wanted to talk tactics, but we've spent a lot of time on tokenomics, which it really is my favorite subject anyway. So maybe in 3 or 4 weeks, if the community has an interest, I'll come back and we can talk tactics.
Okay, cool. I didn't know. Next time we can do a special, we can do a special with you and someone else, and we all talk about tactics. I can give you the data. We can do tactics special where I will show the updated statistics about the, which formation works better versus the other, which one is mostly used, the play styles, etc. And then you and maybe someone else.
As my pseudonym is like the #1 manager on the entire planet, I might be able to add a bit as well.
Okay, guys. Omega Wolf, very quickly. Protagonist is an investor from Hyro Capital, I believe. Hyro Capital. Yes. Investors. Okay, let's talk about tactics next time. Not now, but I will provide. I will organize it. Okay, with Goldsmith.
Sounds good. I'm there.
Special
I'll see you
time.
there, San Elron.
Let's put it in the calendar for the community. Okay, let's move to the giveaway. Okay, wait. These are. You already put it? Oh my God, what's going on? You already put Napoli now. Give me 1 second, guys, that I have to clear the wheel as usual. I always forget. Clear wheel. Okay, so type under exclamation mark Napoli to enter. Please do it now. Exclamation mark Napoli and not capitalized, Not capitalized. Hello, Geraldgi. Come. Goldsmith. How do we do it? We do one big giveaway of...
I think so. I think so. I want to welcome a new influence holder to the team with 100 influence.
Okay, so Goldsmith is sponsoring, guys, 100 influence in Manchester United for you from Goldsmith. Thank you so much, big boss. Let's see a little bit. We do two spins, okay? 2 spins. One for Manchester United and the second one for Napoli, okay? As soon as the giveaway comes up, the numbers, the viewers, I don't know where the viewers are and how they know. They, boom, 4 or 5 new viewers. Come on. It's part of the game.
That might be these multi-accounts that we're talking about.
100%. But there's no way to prevent it, so what can I do? Let's go. Of course. Guys, I give you 1 minute maximum, but I think we are enough. 34 viewers, and I don't know how many slices, but it looks like about 30 something, so... Let's go, okay?
Good luck, everyone.
Goldsmith,
Spin that wheel, Nick. Spin that wheel.
I will click at your signal. Give me the signal and I will click enter.
And click.
Click. Let's see.
Good luck, everyone.
New Manchester United influencer tonight here. Attention. Paul? Really? Paul, it's the 3rd time you won or what? Paul, congratulations. Paul 90C. Congratulations. I think Paul already won once or twice. He's so lucky, this guy.
I can't see it yet. So, but you said Paul, was it?
Yes, I'll give you the
Well
name.
done, Paul.
I'll give you the name. Paul 90C. I have the name. And I have also his Discord. Yes, Paul, I think it's the second
if you can
time.
drop that into...
in the Discord. I'll give you the Discord name. No problem.
Thank you, Nick.
Okay, we have Paul 90C that won Goldsmith 100 influence. Congratulations, big boss. Thank you, Goldsmith. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you, everyone, for coming and watching, and thank you for being part of Soccerverse.
Let's do the Napoli one, and then we can go. Me and Goldsmith, we go to sleep. Tomorrow there is another show,
Sounds
guys.
good.
Actually, okay, do another one. For me and Goldsmith is tomorrow. For you is in some hours, 8 p.m. London time, guys. We're gonna have a look at the match results. And now I'm curious. If I remember, I'm also looking at Rasputin, number 1.
He's number 1.
Paul, if you win again,
Hopefully
I'll ban you forever, okay?
By the way, Rasputin should have played by now. So better check that out while we're spinning the wheel.
Yes. If Paul 90C wins again, I will perma ban you, okay, Paul? Is this a good deal? I'm kidding. But if you win again, you have to give me some numbers to play to the lotto.
Yep, Rasputin won again, 6-0.
Wow, really?
He's a good manager. This is my favorite.
Oh my God, this Rasputin. He's going to take the world. Rasputin. I think I need to buy a little bit of influence in your team.
I think you should too, Nick.
Guys,
Always good to have friendly influence around.
yes. Congrats, Rasputin. People is congratulating. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Llama Man. Much appreciated.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna spin it for the last time tonight. And this is for 100 influence of Napoli. 3, 2, 1. Forza Napoli forever, okay?
Good luck.
Tomorrow there is actually Inter Napoli, my god, in real life. And I cannot see it, I think, because there is the live. Ooh, who's this?
Ooh.
Sky Friend Don. Skyfire Don. Skyfire.
Skyfire. Great name.
Skyfire Don.
Congratulations, Skyfire.
Congratulations, Skyfire on. Contact me in Discord, Skyfire Don. Paul, all good, I have your details. But Skyfire Don, contact me in Discord because I need the name of the account you want the influence to, and I will send it. Okay, guys. I think we can wrap it up. We had a very big affluence. What's the name? Goldsmith. My brain is gone now. I cannot speak English anymore. It's too late. I need to have
Nick,
dinner.
I'm sorry to hear that, mate. An affluent influence holder named Goldsmith?
No.
Is that what you're
I was
looking
speaking
for?
about. We had 34 viewers and big affluence.
Excellent.
Yeah, all because of you.
And as I say, anyone getting involved with Soccerverse now, you are a trailblazer in blockchain gaming. So good on you. Thank you for being a part of it with Nick and myself. And Nick, I just want to say thank you very much for all the hard work you're doing in bringing this game of ours to life. Thank you, mate.
It's okay. It's my pleasure. Okay, guys. Once again, thank you for being here. Thank you, Goldsmith. It's been a very, very nice chat with our friend. We met him. There's going to be another show, remember, at 8 p.m. London time as usual. And then we just discovered that we're going to have another special with Goldsmith sometimes in the next weeks. Okay? About tactics. A tactics special. Okay?
Sounds good. Can't wait.
Goldsmith.
Thank you, Nick.
Ciao. Thank you again, and see you in Soccerverse. And don't win too much, okay?
Try not to. For
All
you.
Right. Bye.
Thanks, Nick.
See
Bye.
you, everyone. Ciao, everyone.